We are in week 13 and we're working on our third unit. Last week you read Anne Lamott's Mercy Workshop and Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me. And this week you're going to read an essay by Parker Palmer, who's one of my favorite authors, called Unbecoming Myself. So all of these readings in this unit have to do with identity and how we see ourselves and how we use our skills, our gifts, in developing a sense of who we are. So I'm going to enlarge this just a bit. What I want to do is go over our instructions, our assignments for this week. So we have, this is modules, April 13th through 17th, which is week 13. And you'll notice you've got your assignments for this week, all listed in modules. So the first thing we have here is the reading by Parker Palmer. So you need to read that and you'll complete reading notes. And there's the assignment portal for your reading notes. Then we are also going to begin to think about our third essay. So I have provided and assigned some planning and development work for you to do to help you get started with your third essay. I know that comes really quickly after your previous essay, but we're moving along. As we become more developed as writers, we shouldn't need quite as long to write an essay. So you've got your essay 3 assignment. Due date is April 28th. If you open this assignment, here's the assignment for the third essay. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose one of these questions. You have 6 questions to choose from, and you're going to choose one of the readings from this unit, Lamott, Hurston, or Palmer. And this is going to walk you through it. You're going to draw from the essay things that sort of intersected with your own life, your own experience. So as you try to answer this question, you're going to bring, whichever question you choose, you're going to bring information from your own life and from the text and try to pull those two things together. So when we read, this is kind of a development in academic writing, the kind of writing you'll be doing in college. When you read, you should be trying to make connections with that reading. And then you will retain it more and it'll be more relevant. So in order to demonstrate that, we're going to write and try to develop some of the connections that you made with that reading. Some of the ways that what the author has said intersects with your own life, your own experience, your own perspective. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. If it does not, please let me know. Of course, I am available in office hours through Zoom every day. Not Tuesday through Friday this week because technically Monday is supposed to be a holiday. But you can come into the Zoom conference. There's an announcement called Office Hours that has the link, the meeting ID if you need it, and the password. Zoom is encouraging people to provide passwords because hackers are coming in and disrupting meetings. So all that information is in announcements under office hours. Also can answer emails, or I can set up an appointment with you by appointment if 12 to 1 doesn't work. Okay, the other thing that is in modules this week, let's go back here, you'll see it in modules, the planning worksheet. So if you click on that, you will come to the planning worksheet. And this is going to help you start to think about your paper and how you're going to develop it. So there's 2 documents linked here. One is the critical response essay planning. And this is something that typically we would do in class, but because we're not in class, You're going to be doing it on your own. It's sort of a thinking exercise. I'm not going to require you to turn this in. You may not be able to print. I understand that. But if you'll walk through these steps, it will help you start to think about what you will write about in your essay. Okay? This is going to be useful. So even though you're not turning this particular document in, it's really going to help you get started. So spend some time with this. This is, in any writing assignment, you have to spend time planning. And so I'm trying to formalize that planning for you since we're not in class to do it. Then the other document that we have is the development document. And you actually are going to turn this in. Okay. Give me just a second to get it open. It's not opening. Okay. If you'll notice there, I clicked on open in new tab because it didn't just open when I clicked on it. This you are going to do formally. You're going to articulate a thesis, how you're going to support that thesis. I want you to include examples from the reading and examples from your own life. I don't want this to be something that you do quickly, and I'm not going to give you credit for it if you just say, I'm going to include some quotes. I actually want you to pull out and start to develop an outline of real content, because this critical response essay is probably much more difficult than any of the writing that you have had to do yet in college, but it's very representative of the kind of writing you will do in college. And if it is very representative of the kind of thing you will be expected to do in 1302. So if you can't do this yet, if you don't spend time challenging yourself and you don't demonstrate that you can use another source, an outside source, in this case, Hurston, Lamott, or Palmer, then you are not prepared to do the kind of writing that you will do in 1302, which is the next semester of composition, Comp 2. So you're going to have to put some time and energy into this. And certainly reach out to me if you need help. I'd be happy to help you think about this and how to develop it. Okay? So let me know if you have questions, or if something here it just doesn't seem to make sense.